Durand was here. What? That was for you, Durand. You're the man. Alright, so we've got India, we've got our weather information. Let's make sure we're on ground frequency here, 119475. Let's switch that over. We should be all ready to go here. Executive ground, Grumman 9988 uniform, parked at Ambassador. We've got information India would like a VFR departure to the south.
188 uniform, executive ground. Runway 17, taxi via Alpha.
Taxi via Alpha to 17, Grumman 9988 uniform. Let's do it. She's feeling like she wants to get up and go today. Latch that close, no traffic coming. So, Durand, nicknamed Duran, is one of my co-workers. He works in actually the Philippines, and so it's pretty cool to work with somebody who lives so far away. You know, we've kind of got a lot in common. We both work for the same company, but kind of a lot of different, you know what I mean? He lives on the other side of the world. He plays in a rock band. I told my buddy Durand that next time I go flying, I'll make a Durand was here sign for him. And that day it was actually a night flight, and so I didn't really get to record it. So I told him next time I go out and there's a little bit of light, I would show my sign up for him, and I did. Durand, there you go. A little darker than I had hoped it would be, but I just kind of got out of work late. So I'm gonna do a little bit of an evening flight. I wanted to go and do some of my, you know, maneuvers for your practical exam. Steep turns, some stalls, turns around a point, stuff like that, but I don't really want to do that stuff when it's getting dark out, so I might just kind of head over to Lancaster. I might just come right back and do maybe a couple touch and goes and then head home. It's been a while since I've flown, so I want to get some time. Alright, let's do this. Trim's in the tank, flaps are all, controls are in our circuit breaker, primer is in, mixture in the throttle. Let's do the cost at our fuel ammeter, our mag on the left, over to the right, and back to both. Alright, and let's see, airspeed looks good, attitude indicator looks good, altimeter looks good, course indicator right off of north right now. Not right on, but I'll do that on the runway 2. That should be alright, and that looks good too. Let's make sure we didn't forget anything here. Run up, trim, set, flaps are up. Fuel selector, just switch that over to the fullest tank. I'm going to let it run for a minute here to make sure we don't have any trouble. Primer's in and locked. Okay, back to what I was doing. So, primer's in and locked, great. Mixture went full, wrist throttle went 1800. Carb heat was checked, ammeter was tested, engine instruments and suction have all looked good the whole time. Suction is still looking good. Magnetos were both checked, throttle was idled out. We're back into where we need to be. Flight instruments all checked out. Before takeoff, we've got all of our lights on. Let's go ahead and go mixture full rich here. Fuel pump on, excellent transponder. We're going to go 1200 VFR flight here. And looks like we should be good before takeoff. Lights, transponder, fuel pump, lights, transponder, fuel pump looks good there. Sweet. Let's go ahead and pull out here. I don't see anybody coming along. Alrighty, that looks good too. We might lose our in-cockpit lighting here in a moment. Once it gets dark, that GoPro just doesn't really want to do much for us, so. Let's go, we're ready to go before takeoff, so it should be good. Switch over to tower frequency, 127.25. 127.25, we're on COM 1, excellent. Executive Tower, Grumman 9988 uniform, holding short of 17, ready for takeoff, VFR departure to the south.
Uniform Executive Tower, runway 17 cleared for takeoff, wind 110 at 3 knots.
Clear for takeoff, 17, Grumman 9988 uniform. Alright, looking good. Final check, looks good. Get lined up here. Add some power. Those feet down.
Hey, Vito 1 VA inbound. Vito 1 exec runway 17, clear to land, wind 110 at 3.
Go, instruments are looking good. Sam has center line. Airspeed's coming in live. There we go. And Lancaster traffic, Grumman 9988 uniforms on a short final for 1-3, touch and go, Lancaster. Editing this video really helped me appreciate how beautiful the sunset was, and how special it is to be up here seeing it from the sky. Hopefully you can take a little bit of that feeling away with you by seeing this video, and the next time that you see the sun setting yourself, that you just take a moment and enjoy it.
Uniform Executive Tower, roger, make a straight in approach, runway 31. Wind is 120 at 4 knots.
Straight into 3-1 for 9988 uniform.
Grumman 88 uniforms, runway 31, clear to land.
Clear to land on 3-1 for 88 uniform.
Aviator 1 at the ramp, ready to go.